everyone, and welcome back for more Bozja Gunnhildr relic, the Bozja incident, relic weapons for Shadowbringers. The Ironworks engineer is confused as to why you're still here, not at the Dormant Enclave. The chief said he'd be meeting you at the Dormant Enclave, didn't he? Well, best not keep him waiting. As much as I enjoy your company, I understand duty calls. Hopefully we'll have a chance to talk another time. Okie dokie. Dormant Enclave. Ba 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 ba. Also, I just noticed you can use mounts in here. Didn't realise. Master Garland? Yes, I've seen him restlessly pacing about the Enclave. If you wait here, I'm sure he'll come by before long. Ah, speak of the devil. It's hard to believe this place was, until recently, occupied by the Garlands. Doma has a long way to go before it regains its former glory, but they're off to a good start. So I've heard. If the Bozjans wish to follow Doman's lead, I plan to do what I can to help them. In fact, I've already spoken to Lord Hian and agreed to divert part of the Ironworks resources to assist in Doman's reconstruction. The offer seemed to have taken him by surprise, but I assured him that in addition to the Ironworks' commitment to freedom through technology, I have my own reasons to reverse the destruction wrought by the Empire. While it's true that I eventually defected, I played no small part in the development of Magitech, now used by the military. Sometimes it's threads you can't see that have the strongest ties. Would that I could cut them. Yeah, the Empire's sins aren't yours to bear. Even so, not a day goes by that I don't think about the part I played in the atrocities they committed. If I could have made my father see reason, there would have been no Bozja incident. But I was powerless to stop it. Yeah, but we both know it was because he was tempered. Yes, you're right. There's a time for wallowing in self-pity, and a time for action. I plan to do whatever I can for the Bozjan resistance, but they're up against the 4th Legion. If they're to stand a chance, their allies here in the east won't be enough. They're going to need all the help they can muster. I'm not entirely sure what part I'll have to play in all of this, and I doubt anything I do now will be enough to atone for my past mistakes. But if it means throwing a spanner in the Empire's works, then count me in. Mikoto! Upon speaking with Mikoto, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh! It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Sure! Let's do this! Yeah, that means I've got to do a lot of talking because I doubt there's going to be any voice acting. Not in side content. I guess that was the explanation. That was a bit weird, but okay. If you are ready, I would begin our exploration. Think back to your time at Bozja Citadel. You needn't focus on a specific memory if that helps. Alright, just promise me you'll be careful in there. Duty commenced. This is the Bozja Citadel, alright. At least I think it is. Was everything so distorted when you tested this before? Your recollection of this place appears grossly incomplete. I can but assume your memory is being warped by your subconscious. Well, I'd rather not stand around laboring over details. Let's look around for the transmission tower and the Principia. Anything of import would have been stored there. Did you see that? The military base appeared out of thin air. Or out of my mind, I suppose. Did it appear because he mentioned the Principia? I wonder. What in the world? The road, it just ends. A consequence of your incomplete memories. You have to think back, Sid. Where did this road lead? This all seems so absurd. Calling the Citadel shouldn't be so difficult. Try recalling the cityscape. I remember the blue of the cobblestone streets. If not for the occasional military installation, it would have looked like any other city. So, do you remember where the Imperial troops were heading? Not specifically, no. But they were on edge. Something to do with the Academy's research. Wait, I remember! You've done it, Sid! The road has returned. We should be able to reach the Principia if we keep heading north. Look! There's the transmission tower. The site of the Bozja incident. Damn it all! The road is cut off again. Come on, Sid, you have to remember. Sorry, Alex. Try as I might, my mind is drawing a blank. Maybe there's something around here that can jog my memory. A psychological stimulus to prompt recollection. Yes, that just might work. Let's see what we can find. I'll follow you for a second. Save for these weapons, there's naught to be found here. I want to check this first. I just want to see what she had to say first. You find the smouldering remains of Magitech armor, no doubt left after a fierce battle. You find a pile of well-worn blades and shields, though not of Imperial design. No, but I do recognize that design. Well, I guess that's it. Perhaps these will serve to refresh his memory. Weapons and Magitech armor? Right! The fighting had already started. I was... Well done, Sid. Let us press onward. It's all starting to come back to me now. We must drive them out! The tension in the air is palpable. There's only one thing these savages are good for! Ah, right. The soldiers were on high alert that day. The Bozjan resistance had infiltrated the citadel to stop the Academy's experiments. Damn you! For Bozja! For Bozja! Do you suppose it's possible we can tamper with this memory? A curious question. One I believe worth investigating. Shall we? Down with the Empire! Down with you! I see. The memory appears to be mending itself? Interesting. Altering memories is easier said than done, it seems. Well, let's keep going. It's off to the hole with you! No, please! Anything but that! You know the price for insurrection! Here we are, the Principia. Inside is the transmission tower. Ugh. What in the seven hells are these? Could they be manifestations of your subconscious? If so, they likely seek to suppress your memories of the Citadel, meaning they intend to purge us from your mind. We cannot let them. Get out! Is there no end to them? We have to hold on, lest they succeed in erasing us from Sid's mind. Get out! Curious that we could defeat those but not the soldiers earlier. Perhaps because they are not truly part of this memory? We can worry about that later. Come on, we're nearly to the tower. Just a little further.
To all of my children in whom life flows abundant. To all of my children whom death hath
I didn't expect that! Hello, Bahamut!
soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the
Bahamut? This has to be another attempt by your subconscious to stop us. Please, Sid, you have to pull yourself together. Are we sure I'm not suffering from a sudden onset of psychosis? Altered Bahamut. Alright then. We've no choice but to fight. Otherwise, his subconscious will continue to repress this memory.
is the light of justice.
I can't move. It seems to be having an adverse effect on Sid's psyche. Quickly, Alexander, we have to stop it.
Walk free, feeling the lands of life. So
Careful, I like not the looks of this. Oh no, could his psyche be deteriorating? Alexander, look out! We have to hold on, for Sid! Thank you, I feel better now. Perhaps now your subconscious will be more forthcoming with the truth in this memory. Is that Sid? Do you recall this happening? Father was so angry that day. Father, please! If you would just look over this data! Enough, damn you! The next time you question me, it shall be the last. Now leave! You of all people should understand the risks. Why do you refuse to see reason? It's rather unlike him to overlook data, no matter the source. Look here, he left behind his research documentation. You pick up the research document and find page after page of meticulous calculations and observational data on Dalamet. Young Sid posits that the Lesser Moon may very well possess the ability to harness and manipulate solar power. Moreover, the vast stores of energy it has amassed over the millennia, should they be unleashed, would far exceed any parameters the transmission tower may have been designed to withstand. By the gods, this data! The Empire would invite a calamity! So many sleepless nights on those damn papers, all for nothing. If my suspicions are correct, then he was already... never mind. Let us press on. The truth awaits us. There they are, replicas of Gunnhildr's blades.
Know your place, whelp. The Meteor Project cannot, will not be stopped. Certainly not by the likes of you.
But why would someone who's secretly an Asian want to invite calamity? No, this is wrong! Emperor Solus couldn't have been there.
No, please, Lord Paris, no!
Sid, you mustn't forget. This is only a memory.
Sid Garland, bringer of ruin, herald of ash, your father must be proud. How does it feel to know such calamity follows in your wake? That your failings bring death to all you hold dear? And now you would set this filth against me? Very well. But one fate awaits those who would oppose the will of the Empire.
This trauma is too much. He's lost control. But this memory is false, Alexander. Perhaps you can alter it with the echo. Think of your truest friends. That was always your greatest strength, instilling in others the courage to rise up, the courage to fight for what's right.
Ah, good music.
This is gonna be a big party. Defeat Varus Galvus with the Jesus Rianji Alfinor Rien Makoto Alice Yoshtola Thancred No Sedto. They just bathe in their wages of war. At this the world's end do we cast off tomorrow.
The Meteor project cannot be stopped. I will not allow it. Taste my steel.
Keep your distance.
Your struggles shall avail you not.
Careful of his blade.
I tire of these games. You dare defy me?
I can take the brunt of it, but I'll need a little help.
Piteous worms, there'll be naught left of you but ash. By thy leave.
No, drive it back. We're so close. We can't give up!
Leave the healing to me.
Hold on, Thancred!
I thought to offer you a quick, painless death. Alas.
I shall protect thee. Together we shall overcome this.
You would dash yourself against my shield? Very well. He would turn the very air against us. Have care, Alexander. I will mount your heads upon my wall.
I will not hold back.
All of our research, our planning, it cannot be for naught. The Empire cannot, must not. That was a pretty awesome fight, actually. This isn't right either. Lord Varys, he wasn't here. The Academy was given full charge of the project.
Though these events are as you remember them, this is not the truth. Not entirely. Whoever this is, your mind has been trying to protect you from them. Because it's his father. Well, if it isn't Varys, then who in the hells is it? What could I possibly have to hide from myself? So it was you who pulled the trigger, Father. Sid, look, his eyes! No, it can't be.
If contact with Dalamud was able to stir Bahamut to consciousness, it stands to reason the Dreadworm discovered a way to link to the tower, and thereby enslave your father. In which case, there was nothing that could be done for him. There is no arguing or reasoning with such individuals. There is only the will of the Primal. And if Bahamut was controlling your father at the time of the accident, then in all likelihood it wasn't an accident. And so the truth finally comes to light. That would make Bahamut directly responsible for 2 calamities then. At least 2. Bahamut's thrall, and no one was the wiser, not even your own son. You crazy bastards did it! Once Makoto's described the inscriptions to me, I'll have those weapons forged in no time. On behalf of the Bozjan resistance, you have my deepest thanks. I'm just glad I could help. Ever since that fateful day, the truth of what befell our loved ones has eluded us. I held the Empire and your father responsible for their part in the tragedy, and for many years that hatred was all that kept me going. Indeed, I was blinded by that hatred, so much so that even you appeared to me as an enemy. I could not see the blood, sweat and tears you have poured into bettering the lives of those seeking freedom from the Empire. I could see only a Guardian, and for that I am sorry. If you can forgive me, let us be allies, united against a common foe. Come now, I'm the one who should apologize to you. After all my father and the Empire did, even if not of their own volition, their crimes... Or after all my father and the Empire did, even if not of their own volition, their crimes will never be forgotten. I'd hazard even victory over the Empire won't be enough to ease such pain. And even now that I know the truth behind the Bozja incident, all it's done is make me question the choices that led me here to this moment. But regardless of the past, we have to keep pressing forward, one step at a time, for freedom. Just as the heroes of Eld would have done, we Bozjans grew up on such tales of peerless warriors pure of heart and unwavering in their conviction. Yet here we are, so full of doubt and uncertainty. Will we ever earn our place in the pages of history? Cheer up, Bashaltian.
That's not even close to it. If we live long enough, perhaps we'll be the ones to pen them. You say the crystal focus is no longer responsive? Oh, that's bloody convenient. It would appear what stores of ether resided within it have been depleted. I did not expect our exploration of your mind to be such a taxing endeavor. Once I identify its etheric affinity and a power source with a compliant energy frequency, I am confident its reserves can be replenished. I thought perhaps the Alliance could use it to extract information from some of their less cooperative Garlean captors. But nothing's ever that easy, is it? I'm afraid etherology is beyond the scope of my talents. So, I'll leave the rest to you. If you need anything, don't hesitate to call for me. Thank you for all your help, Master Sid. Well, I'd better head back. I've a mountain of work waiting for me. Doodles. Before you go... If you ever feel lost, you can always talk to me. Of course. If I run into any ether-related problems, you'll be the first to know. Not quite what you meant, Sid, but okay. Right, I really must get to work on the crystal focus. Oh, there you are. Everything is at last in place to begin work on the weapons of Queen Gunnhildr's guard. Master Gerald has been able to will be able to apprise you of any further progress in their forging. In the meantime, we will begin preparations for battle. I look forward to seeing you on the front lines. So I wonder... I'll get that in a second. I wonder if the Eureka-like content is going to be what he just mentioned. Like the front lines, like actual battles and like something along those lines. I'm even more intrigued now. But tuning to all Aetheryte shards in the Tomar Enclave will now unlock Gangos as an Ethernet destination. Meanwhile, at Valnean in Dalmasca. Clearly in the city of Ravenastre. Our spies at the Gangos encampment have confirmed work on the Blades of Gunnhildr is underway. They are welcome to them. Who has need of such trinkets when the Lady of Blades will soon be in play? Lady of Blades? We will proceed as planned. When their forces reach Bozja, you know what must be done. Lady of Blades, could it be a primal in the form of Gunnhildr? Understood.
The Empire is fated to fall, but in its place, a new nation shall rise, grander and mightier than anything the Guardians could ever have dreamed. And it shall be made possible by the very power they abhor.
Yeah, that makes me think definitely magic primals of the some of the like. On the edge of memory. Save the Queen, chapter the 1st. Sidception. Oh. So we have 2 quests. Wandering Dramaturge, I'm guessing, is going to unlock Alexander! My, that I should find you here of all places. Though I suppose that's only right, considering I followed you. My well of inspiration has run dry, you see, and it's my hope that a change of scenery might offer the impetus my work requires. And time again you have proven a knack for finding fascinating locales, with equally fascinating stories unfolding soon after. When such a tale finally does unfold, I should very much like to hear it. Sure. Da 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 da. Battle fought in the mind of a dear companion. How thrilling! How compelling! Please tell me more. A spectre of the late Emperor Varus. I suppose even a fragment of one's memory, assuming sufficient creative liberties are taken, can prove as fearsome as a man of flesh and blood. Admittedly, I cannot claim to have witnessed his prowess firsthand, but who has not heard tales of his savagery, his unparalleled might? Yes, I do believe inspiration has struck my friend. The brutal battle of words which preceded a nightmarish clash twixt the Emperor and the realm's great liberator. You would dare approach me thus, Lord Varus scoffed. Where man of greater strength and mind both would flee, you dare commit to such folly? To which the liberator coolly replied, how else am I to smite thee, save, approaching? Oh my god. That reference. Whew, boy. An admirable attempt, if I were still learning my letters perhaps. It seems my prose yet wants for inspiration. Might you humour me with a more detailed account of your confrontation? I require a more vivid picture if I am to do justice to your deeds. Memoria Miseria Extreme is now accessible. Idols earned in Memoria Miseria Extreme can be exchanged for gear and other items by speaking with Sintana and Reverence Tour. Huh. Do 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 do. Now, is this a new quest? No, it's not. Let's do this now then. You're here. Good. Ready to get working on the Resistance weapon slides? Please note that upon completing the quest Fire in the Forge, you will receive a Resistance weapon for a summoner. Undertake this quest as a summoner. Sure. Ah. Right, well, I don't imagine this is going to be very long, but I will stop here. So, that was amazing. The fight was so good. The Bahamut fight was amazing. It's all I've ever wanted. The landscape was outstanding. And all of this for a side content thing that is not really ever going to be repeated. Like the fight we're going to repeat on Extreme, which I'm definitely going to be doing. On the gear that it mentioned, I'll show off probably at the end of the next quest, which I'm guessing is the end. But the gear is basically... Do I still have some on me? Yes, I do. It's the... Oops. Come on. There we go. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to try on. For goodness sake. I always forget to click that. This. So, obviously, for the example of Summoner, this is what you can get for getting the tomes from the AX fight and like trading them in, except it is upgraded versions of this gear that you can also dye, which is pretty nice. I'm not sure about the weapon because do I not? Or was there no weapon? Am I imagining that? I think I am. Ignore this talking about weapons. There wasn't a weapon. But yeah, that's what you get from doing that. You get dyeable versions of the gear, which is, I think, what, like 480? I think it's like equivalent to this gear. But we'll see. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time when we get our... What's it called? Resistance weapon, that's the thing. Bye bye!